You can see all the participants, and at the bottom you can see mute all.
Yeah. It's okay.
Okay, you had muted me too, so continue, please.
Okay. Muskoka has 1,600 lakes, making it a popular cottage destination. Okay, and history of Muskoka. There used to be an old log cabin that was built in 1924 by the Davidson family. The old cabin was dismantled around 2002 and taken somewhere else for future reconstruction. One day, a contractor found a map inside the wall of the old cabin on the property that was published in 1899 by G. W. Marshall of Toronto. It includes an index of summer cottage owners, hotels, and boarding houses on the lakes. The map is a copy from 1975 by the Reverend Hodge, Charmichael of Bolo, Ontario. Many of these old maps were made to show the railway lines, and this one says map showing the routes to the Parry Sound Railway, Crane and the Blackstone Lakes, Blackstone Harbor, Georgian Bay. This is old map as a historical things. And other things is the Peerless 2 is a ship, old ship. The Peerless 2, it is a pleasure to see her on the beautiful Muskoka waters. The Peerless 2 ship was built in 1946 in Bronte, Ontario, and operated for over 50 years as a gas and oil delivery vessel on the Muskoka lakes. Captain Randy purchased the boat in 2003, restoring it and turning it into a popular tourist experience that lives from the lakes in Port Carling.
Sorry again, Captain. I think you forgot to change the page.
The Peerless 2?
After the history of Muskoka, you need to change the page to probably page 11.
11. After that, the Peerless 2. Do you have this?
No. You have none of your pages. Did you change the page or not?
Yeah, I changed.
But we are still on the same page as history of Muskoka.
I don't know why.
Maybe you have stopped sharing your screen. No?
Oh.
Okay, just share it again. Share screen again.
It's okay?
Okay, now change the page, please. Just go to the right-hand side and pull it up.
Um, there
Okay,
is a
now
big,
we can see the map. Yes.
okay, and the Peerless too.
Oh, yes. Peerless.
Fearless, yeah. It is a pleasure to see her in the beautiful Muskoka.
Yes.
And this is really,
This is the ship.
yeah, yeah. This is science. A typical navigational aid in a cottage country. Sorry, GPS or an app won't help you on this one. This shows it is original and old areas as a historical things. Old school, Red Harbor Barn. Okay. And things to do in Muskoka. During the summertime, Muskoka plays hosts to memorable family vacations at one of its many resorts, cottage resorts, hotels, motels, or inns. Inns is a motel or hotel. Families flock to one of our picturesque lakeside locations to celebrate summer on the water, with swimming, boating, fishing, water skiing, sand castles, and water trampolines almost always on the agenda. Agenda is a program, is a plan. Many times, Muskoka is the place where a child learns how to swim, eats their first more catches their first fish at the end of the dock. Dock is harbor or port, I think, or gets up on water skis for their first time. Um, these are the family vacation memories that last a lifetime. Some picture, fishing, skiing, water skiing. Okay, Santa's Village. This is great spot for families where kids and their parents can be an elf for a day. Santa's Village resides on the shores of the Muskoka River on the 45th parallel, and it in the summer home of Julio Saint Nick. Do you know? Do you know Elf? Elf is mm, I don't know exactly. In Iranian say vurujak.
Pardon?
In Iranian say vurujak.
Jack?
I- like some carry, I think.
No, no.
Uh,
Yeah, elves and imps are actually mythological or some legendary figures. They are small fairies. They're kind of fairies.
yeah,
Elves are actually good fairies, and imps are bad fairies.
yeah,
Okay, so these are just usually in fairy tales, in fairy stories, and they believe that Santa Claus has got some elves, and you
yeah,
can be one of those Santa Claus's elves
yeah,
as a parent of a child, because you will help Santa Claus to give him good presents.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Continue, please.
Summer vacations, romantic getaways, family vacations, culinary states, gateways, European gateways, gold, gold stays, paddle stays, mobiling, mobiling vacations, fall gateways, winter gateways. This is as long as you can go there every 2 weeks. you can have experience most of steamship cruise.
Steamship cruises, yes.
Muskoka's spectacular nature creates ample opportunities to explore and the great outdoors, paddling through calm water in a canoe, canoe or
Kayak.
kayak is one of the most popular outdoor activities to experience. Many outfitters are on the water and rent canoe and kayak easy to follow with 4 minutes to follow. Well, and there are dozens of ways for you to explore, with one of the most popular being the Huckleberry Rock Lookout Trail. These rocks are some of the oldest in the world, well over a billion years old, and the 2.5-kilometer hike leads to one of the most magnificent views in all of Muskoka. Georgian Bay Island National Park is another great place to explore. Nestled in the famous 30,000 island, the world's largest freshwater archipelago. archipelago. Muskoka's only national park features a dozen different hiking trails, bike rentals, and countless photo opportunities. The rugged Canadian Shield landscape, rich mosaic of forests, and the iconic wind swept pines provide an inspiring backdrop. The island is both access only. The island is both access only, and you can catch the day tripper out of Honey Harbor for the scenic 15-minute boat 15-minute boat ride to the island. Muskoka, and it's a Huckleberry Rock lookout. The area's tremendous beauty is the muse for many talented artists to hone their craft from exquisite paintings to one-of-a-kind pottery pieces. The visitors are encouraged to venture out and meet artists in their studio for their own personal art gallery tour. You might even catch them even catching creating a masterpiece. The Muskoka Autumn Studio Tour is one of the year's gallery tour highlights, where the fall colors create an equally stunning canvas as you drive from to a studio to see firsthand how Muskoka's beauty inspires. Major art festivals throughout the summer are a great way to see pieces of work from Muskoka's top artisans. The Muskoka Arts Crafts Summer Show, the Batesville Arts Crafts Festival, and the Dockside Festival of the Arts all take place during the summer months and allow visitors to immerse themselves into Muskoka's art community.